So, welcome. My name is Robin, and I am one half of this OYNS project. The other half is pretty damn pregnant in this moment. So she's having the night off. Maybe next week she'll be back, or maybe not. We don't know what's happening. So OYNS, for those of you who are new, is a project of courses, retreats, experiences, mentorship, coaching, and at the heart of our work is this practice where we breathe a bit fuller and relax a bit deeper for the purpose of feeling our body in even greater detail. So we want to feel our body more, but also simultaneously we want to increase our capacity to be okay with what we are becoming aware of in the body. So it's this twofold exploration. So, we can increase the awareness of what's happening in the body a lot if we just go for a very long time. It gets really, really intense until you can't kind of resist it anymore. Whereas in this practice, we breathe more gently, and I will encourage you to find a breath that feels comfortable to you. So we want to turn up the intensity just to the point where you individually have an experience of, okay, the body is a little bit more interesting than the activity of the mind, which is what is usually the most interesting thing, or what we're usually most caught up in. So it's not about spacing out or even getting anything out. This practice is about becoming more intimate with what's already going on in the body and integrating the state that we're already in. And we'll do this by the breath, but also focusing on wherever we feel the most in our body, moment to moment. So this will be the strongest sensation or feeling. I will call it feeling. This will be our anchor into the body, into the present moment. And by always focusing on where we feel it the most in our body, we will always stay within our window of tolerance and always be focusing on the feeling that needs our attention the most, that is the most ready, that we are the most ready to acknowledge, to feel, to love. And this is, again, for the purpose of turning off this chronic low-grade stress signals that we all have, because there are lots of feelings that we unconsciously are distracting ourselves from, suppressing. This is kind of the human condition as I see it. So we all have it, and we can all turn it off and just harness the life force energy, the inspiration, the joy, the clarity, the capacity to witness more beauty, for example. So it's a good deal, although it's a package deal. So when we breathe more and fuller and feelings come to the surface, all our ways that we have picked up, mostly in the very early years of our life, of resisting. So it might come up with tension, it might come up with, I don't want to breathe, I don't like this, or even just dozing off, collapsing, feeling numb. So usually these kinds of responses come up alongside feelings in our other feelings in our body. Yeah. So if you are ready, let's start in a minute, or in less than a minute. So you can find a comfortable place. If you have a pillow under your head, make sure it's not too thick. You want to have your neck somewhat straight, so your airways are nice and open. An eye pillow or a light scarf over your eyes can be nice. So we'll be doing this session without any music, any songs, and there are several reasons for this, but one is to prove to ourselves that we can absolutely get into this relaxed state of integration and healing and growth without anything that drives the experience other than your own awareness. So, when you have found your way back down, you can just take these first few moments to simply allow your body, allow your system to gradually adjust to this horizontal position. And let's take these first few moments to just check in. I invite you to, without any labels, concepts or judgments, at least as best as you can, to receive the question, feel into the question, what's it like to be you right now? Purely as a felt experience, if you can. Just allow yourself to, even if just a tiny bit, drop down closer towards more being, more just feeling, receiving. And whether there is jitteriness, tiredness, excitement, tension, numbness, warmth, whatever is here. See if you can allow this moment to be exactly as it is. In fact, this whole hour is just that, of experiencing the present moment as you experience it and really exploring what it's like, exploring your openness and receptivity towards the present moment experience. So as paradoxical as it may sound, you're not here to change anything. You're not here to accomplish anything. There's nothing to strive for, really. Maybe it's just a gradual letting go and a gradual realization. A gradual realization of that the present moment is pretty damn good if you relax about it. So from here, I invite you to start a very slow, gentle breath. You can breathe through your mouth if that feels comfortable. And there is no specific tempo. There's no specific depth. See if you can find a slightly fuller, deeper, and slower breath than what would be a normal breath. So if you want, you can come along with this tempo, but you can just find your own tempo. And if you hear my exhale, it's completely relaxed. It's just a complete surrender to gravity. You just inhale, not as fully as you can, but a full, nice breath. And then you completely hand yourself over to gravity and just let the breath out fall. And when the exhale has landed, without rushing, you can gently begin the next inhale. And just when the inhale is full, or you almost start to strain yourself a little bit, then you just drop everything. And you can be really intimate with that moment of letting the breath go. Notice if there is any sense of holding, or if you can soften even more. So you just fill up and then there's very often a tiny little something wants to hold on, even if it's microseconds. So if 10 is completely full lungs, maybe 7 feels okay. And as you continue with this slow, gentle, it's almost like you're massaging yourself from the inside. As you continue with this almost circular, flowing movement. I'd like you to, if you haven't already, bring your awareness into your body. And perhaps you'd like to scan through your body as you stay with the breath. You can scan through from the top of your head, moving down slowly throughout your whole body. But maybe you have already one feeling in your body that stands out, that is almost asking for your attention. And when I say feeling, I mean literally anything that you can feel when you tune into your body. If it's warmth, perspiration, coolness, tension, an old ache, tingling, buzzing sensations, or numbness. Maybe there's a part of your body or your whole body where you feel blank, completely numb. Maybe that's the strongest feeling, of not feeling anything in some part of your body. If you can't seem to find the strongest feeling, it's usually because we're just judging. The mind is too active, or is in its usual active mode of wanting to judge whether it's the right feeling or not, whether it's strong enough, whether it's important enough. This is just the mind's blah blah blah. So see if you can just focus on a feeling that seems obvious to you in your body. Maybe it's just the pressure of your body against what you're laying on. And if there are several feelings competing for your awareness, you just go for one. Don't think too much about it. And I'd like you to imagine or visualize that you are bringing the inhale in through this feeling. And on the exhale, you let go. Inhale through the most obvious feeling in your body. And see if you can notice that if you inhale through the strongest feeling, it's like you're making it more important. You're choosing to make this feeling important. See if you can make it even more important. What's it really like, this feeling? Can you notice more about it? So use this inhale. Inhale through the strongest feeling. Feel it in more detail if you can. See what else you can notice about it before you let go again. So if another feeling comes up in your body, seemingly wants to have your attention, if it seems stronger, you just allow your awareness to go there and you breathe in through the new place in your body. So you want to really see if you can stay at the level of sensation. So this is pretty difficult for most of us. It's such a wildly mysterious thing to really start to notice subtleties in the body for most of us. So be very gentle and kind with yourself if you notice that there's resistance to feeling, there's lots of mental activity. And just see if you can allow whatever ideas and thoughts and judgments that the mind is coming up with, allow them to be. You can even thank your mind for all its brilliant ideas and let it go on a little vacation. So you can feel your body for a moment. Even if just for a moment. Feeling the strongest feeling in your body. Directing your awareness straight to what's actually going on in your body in this moment. And letting go of any emotional concepts. Letting go of any need to understand why it's there or what it's about. It's not important right now, it's irrelevant. For this process, see if you can tune in the strongest feeling well enough to notice the subtle little changes that are already occurring within this feeling. And see how receptive you can be as you inhale through the feeling that seems the most obvious to you in the moment. See how openly you can welcome this feeling into the warmth of your awareness. So maybe you want to slow the breath down even further to really be intimate with this receptive attitude. And see if you can really open up to what you're feeling in the body. And it's almost like you start opening up a little bit at the start of the inhale. And you open up more, you inhale the feeling more, you open up more and more and more. So it's almost having this sort of funnel shape. Or like a fountain. So stay with this practice. This is increasing body awareness very, very gradually, in a very gentle, slow way. And alongside increasing the body awareness, when you start to notice the details and cultivate this open, receptive attitude, and you relax as deeply as you can on every exhale, you're also increasing the level of safety in your nervous system. So we have this twofold exploration going on, this dance between feeling, activating, becoming more intimate, even more intense perhaps, and feeling the details and softening into it. You're doing great. Just being here, relaxing, breathing a bit fuller, directing your awareness as much as you're willing to your body is more than enough to have a beneficial experience. It's usually creeping up slowly on us. So be patient. If you can't activate any patience at all, you can join me now for a breathing range journey that will increase the intensity. This is only an invitation, so I encourage you to check in with yourself whether you want to increase intensity. If you have a very clear, good connection to bodily sensations and subtleties, and the mind is in the back seat, you can, if you want, you can stay here with a slow, full, relaxing breath and keep tuning in the subtle changes in your body. And if you are dozing off or you're bored out of your mind, then maybe come along. So we will go from a slow, full breathing, like what we're doing now, and gradually intensify, go faster and maintain the fullness of the breath, and then we go faster and shallower until we go as fast and shallow as we can, and we come back down again. So I will breathe with you. You don't have to match my breathing, but you can use it as inspiration, support. At any point, if you feel tension, overwhelm, you simply jump off the train, come back down to a slow, full, relaxing breath and focus on the relaxation rather than the activating inhale. Okay, so if you want to come along, you can start with me here for a really extra slow and extra full breath to start with. And letting go. And again. Filling up, filling up, filling up, filling up. And letting go. Wonderful. A few more like this. Now gradually we start increasing the tempo. Still a full breath in. Relaxed exhale. See if you can be somewhat relaxed even on the inhale. So see if you can stay with this, a fast and full breath. We maintain the activating, powerful breath in, and you maintain a complete relaxation on every exhale. This is like show yourself that you are willing to go for it. You can use the inhale to say yes, even if it's just a subtle, tiny yes. So keep going, go faster and shallower. And relax your mouth, relax your jaw. You can just leave everything hanging and go faster and shallower until you go as fast and as shallow as you possibly can. We're gonna stay here for 15 seconds. And then just follow me. So I want you to come back all the way down to the slowest and fullest and most delicious breath that you have ever given yourself. I'd like you to see if you can receive the tingle of aliveness spreading throughout your body. Let it wash over you. And then relax as deeply as you can in the presence of whatever that is present for you in your body right now. So whether it's your whole body, a large area or a specific location, whether it's tense, dense, porous, glowing, vibrating, tingling, or if it's just really not comfortable at all, or if it's blissful, I don't care. Just see if you can focus in on where you feel it the most in your body. And inhale through this feeling and explore the subtleties as you inhale through it. And relax on your exhale every time. On your exhale, you can, don't worry about the details or the focus. You just let everything go. And then come back to wherever you feel the most in your body. Perhaps nothing needs to change for you to experience more pleasure, more joy, more peace in this moment. What if it were exactly the way it is in your body, but you were totally at peace with it, just having a blast, enjoying yourself. In fact, you can even make a slight effort of just see if you can shift your attitude to enjoy this moment, even if it's just a tiny, tiny bit. As you inhale through the strongest feeling. Enjoy it as much as you can. So an important distinction here is you don't have to enjoy it more than you can. You don't have to enjoy it to a certain extent. You don't have to enjoy this moment as much as anyone else, or as much as you think you should enjoy it. You just enjoy as much as you can in this moment. And see if you can double up your enjoyment. It may sound like a ridiculous suggestion, but try yourself. Just go for it. Inhale through the most prominent feeling in your body. Enjoy it as much as you can. Enjoy it as much as you can. And let go. So perhaps you notice that you can in fact enjoy it a little bit more. And then you can keep going. But you may also notice that you have reached your limit. You can't enjoy any further. Which is great. It's one of the points of that suggestion. When you enjoy yourself as much as you can, this will put you in touch with the feeling that is limiting your enjoyment in this moment. This is the feeling that is asking for your loving attention right now. So your willingness to enjoy yourself as much as you can will put you in touch with your edge, with your place of growth, your place of where you can soften your resistance. Enjoy this moment as much as you can. Not more than you can. Just as much as you can. Not more. And let yourself just fall back into the mat or the bed on every exhale. Keep sending that wave of relaxation throughout your system. Keep sending that signal of safety to every cell of your being. So if you want to come along for another breathing range journey, you know the drill by now. So if you want, you can mimic my breathing, starting full and slow. And as best as you can, focus on the strongest feeling in your body throughout and keep your exhale relaxed. Filling up, filling up, filling up. And letting go. Again. Fill up, fill up. Fill up more than you think you can. Expand your lung capacity, and with that, expand your feeling capacity, and let go. A few more. Okay, gradually start increasing the tempo, maintaining a full breath in and a relaxed exhale. Throw in another gear. So keep that inhale as ecstatic and open and joyous as you can, as you're willing to right now. Just go for it. Come all the way down. I want you to give yourself an open, receptive, and relaxed exhale. Even on the inhale, just be as soft, gentle, and caring for yourself as you inhale through wherever you feel the most in your body. If it's tense or there's resistance, if something is cramping up, be really gentle and be slow with the breath and just focus on that delicious softening as you let everything go. Like, what's the biggest sigh of relief that you can give yourself? Try yourself. It's all in the details. It's not about the intensity. Forget about intensity. Focus in on the subtleties. And notice that every moment is fresh. When you really start to tune in to the felt experience in its vivid, detailed flavors, you can notice that every moment is novel, is a constant stream, a constant burbling spring of novelty. So inhale through the strongest feeling, wherever you feel the most in your body. Receive this feeling. Receive the totality of this moment as you inhale through the strongest feeling. And then surrender completely. And get at it again. Inhale through the most prominent feeling. Open up to it. Open up to more details. Open up to this moment. See if you can say yes to everything in this moment. Through the strongest feeling in your body. That's your anchor. That's your embodiment. Use the inhale. See if you can say yes. Try this again. Use the inhale to say yes. You don't even have to know what you're saying yes to. Just see what a full body yes feels like. And I encourage you to play with your breathing. We have experienced the whole spectrum from slow, full, what you can use to savor the details. And you can intensify by breathing a bit faster and fuller. And if it gets really intense, if it's overwhelming or you can't seem to relax, or if you just want to play with it, explore, you can go fast and shallow. 15 seconds, 20 seconds, go for it. And notice how you shifting your breathing shifts your relationship to what you're feeling. What kind of breath gives you access to more pleasure in your body right now? And then come back down, check in if you're ready to just let this moment be and receive the pleasure, receive the life force energy that just wants to move through, that wants to spread health and vitality into every corner of your being. And perhaps there's nothing you need to do for this to happen. What if it's all a relaxation of effort? What if all that we are practicing here is to not do anything? So can you do even less? What's it like to breathe and feel and at the same time do nothing? Can that paradox coexist? Keep softening on every exhale, even on your inhale. Stay soft. Or not. Go wild on your inhale. Play with it. Forget about breath work. This is breath play. just be really honest. Are you breathing to change your experience, or are you breathing to become even more intimate with what you're feeling in your body already? So we have a little bit less than 10 minutes left. You're welcome to intensify and keep exploring your breath. Keep inhaling through the most prominent feeling in your body, wherever it appears. And keep surrendering as deeply as you can on every out-breath. We're coming to a closing of today's session. You can take the last few moments here to see if you can just be you. See if you can give yourself the gift of dropping the stories, dropping the ideas and understandings, and just feel, experience, and be you. And this is a good moment to bring both of your hands or one to your heart or any other part of your body where you feel your body could use a little bit of love. And just notice how that feels. And thank yourself for showing up for yourself. See if you can genuinely, sincerely thank yourself. If there are any judgments of your session, of your experience, that it should have been different in any way, I encourage you to just notice that activity of the mind will come and go and be here, and it's okay. And you may want to try saying to yourself in your own language, I suggest, I love you. And maybe a couple of times, I love you. I love you. I love you. I love you. Let's go for it. Shower yourself with love. I love you. I love you. I love you. 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 You've done a wonderful job. So as you come out of the session, take your time, move slowly and gently. And remember that this is a practice that we can bring with us into daily life, of just noticing where we feel it the most in our body, bringing our most curious and loving awareness to where we feel it the most in our body, exploring this feeling, relaxing in the presence of it, and enjoying the moment as much as we can. So, this we can do in our meetings, in our relationships, when we're cooking, whatever, to just increase that, I would say authenticity perhaps. It's that direct experience of being ourselves. So letting the body wisdom guide us more and more.